In the heart of West Africa, situated between rolling hills and vast savannas, lay the vibrant village of Tema. Known far and wide for its rich musical heritage, the air always seemed alive with melodies, and the villagers moved with a rhythm that mirrored the heartbeat of the land. In this village lived a young boy named Elorm. From the moment he could walk, Elorm was drawn to the drums. Their deep, resonant beats spoke to him in ways words never could. However, unlike the traditional rhythms that echoed through Tema, Elorm's drumming had a unique flair. His beats were unconventional, blending tempos and patterns in ways that puzzled the elders. Elorm, his father would say, "Our drumming has been passed down for generations. It's the soul of our people. You must honor it by playing as our ancestors did." But Elorm couldn't help himself. The rhythms flowed from his fingers like a river carving its own path. While some villagers appreciated his creativity, many frowned upon his deviations from tradition. One fateful season, dark clouds loomed over Tema, not in the sky, but in the hearts of its people. The rains, which were the lifeblood of their crops, had not come. Days turned into weeks, and the once lush fields began to wither under the relentless sun. The village elders performed rituals, sang ancient songs, and drummed traditional beats to summon the rain, but the skies remained clear. As the drought tightened its grip, hope began to wane. Livestock grew thin, and the riverbeds cracked under the scorching heat. Whispers of despair floated through the village, and eyes that once sparkled with joy now reflected worry. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting an orange glow over the parched land, Elorm sat by the old cocoa tree, drumming softly. His heart ached for his village, and his beats echoed his sorrow. Lost in his music, he didn't notice the soft rustling behind him. "Elorm," a gentle voice called. Startled, he turned to see Zypha, an elderly woman known for her wisdom and deep connection to the spiritual world. Her eyes, though aged, gleamed with a youthful spark. "Your drumming," she continued, "it's different. It speaks a language even the spirits can hear." Elorm lowered his eyes. "The elders say I dishonor our traditions." Zypha chuckled softly. "Traditions are the roots that ground us, but new branches must grow for the tree to thrive. Perhaps it's time for a new song, one that blends the old with the new." She placed a weathered hand on his shoulder. "Tomorrow night, under the full moon, gather the villagers and play. Play from your heart, Elorm. Let your rhythms speak to the heavens." With that, she turned and walked away, leaving Elorm with a flicker of hope. The next day, word spread through Tema that Elorm would perform a moonlit drumming session. Curiosity mingled with skepticism as the villagers prepared for the event. Some doubted that a boy with unconventional beats could succeed where ancient rituals had failed. Others, desperate for relief, clung to any glimmer of hope. As the full moon ascended, casting its silver light over the village, the people of Tema gathered in the central clearing. The air was thick with anticipation. Elorm sat in the center, his drum before him, heart pounding like a caged bird. Taking a deep breath, he closed his eyes and let his fingers dance upon the drum surface. The beats started softly, familiar rhythms honoring the ancestors. Gradually, he wove in his unique patterns, creating a tapestry of sound that was both old and new. The villagers watched in awe as the music enveloped them. Children swayed, elders nodded, and feet tapped unconsciously. The very air seemed to shimmer with the vibrations. Then a soft breeze kissed their cheeks, a sensation long forgotten. Eyes turned skyward as clouds began to gather, drawn by the magnetic pull of Kofi's rhythm. The once still air hummed with energy, and the scent of rain teased their senses. With a final, resounding beat, Elorm stopped. Silence enveloped the village as every eye remained fixed on the heavens. Moments later, a single raindrop fell, then another, until the skies opened, releasing a torrential downpour. Cheers erupted as villagers danced in the rain, tears mingling with the heavenly water. Elorm's heart swelled with emotion as he realized that his music, a fusion of tradition and innovation, had bridged the gap between the past and the present, earth and sky. From that day on, Tema embraced a new rhythm, one that honored their rich heritage while welcoming the fresh beats of the future. And at the heart of it all was Elorm, the boy whose drumming not only summoned the rain, but also united a village in harmony. As the rains continued to bless the land, Tema flourished once more. The fields turned lush green, rivers flowed with vigor, and the air buzzed with renewed life. The villagers, grateful for the bountiful turn of events, began preparations for the annual Harvest Festival, a time to celebrate prosperity and give thanks. This year's festival, however, held special significance. It wasn't just about the harvest. It was a celebration of unity, resilience, and the power of embracing change. The elders, recognizing the importance of blending tradition with innovation, invited Elorm to lead the festival's opening ceremony. The day of the festival arrived, and the village was adorned with vibrant decorations. Stalls lined the streets, offering an array of foods, crafts, and musical instruments. Children laughed and played, their faces painted with intricate designs, while adults shared stories of past festivals and the recent miraculous rain. As the sun began its descent, casting a golden hue over Tema, the villagers gathered in the central square. A grand stage had been erected, and at its center stood Elorm, his drum gleaming under the fading light. Beside him were the village elders, musicians, and dancers, all ready to commence the festivities. Elorm took a deep breath, feeling a mix of excitement and nervousness. He glanced at Zypha, who stood among the elders, her encouraging smile bolstering his confidence. With a nod from the chief elder, Elorm began to play. The rhythm started slow, a deep, resonant beat that echoed the heartbeat of the earth. Gradually, other musicians joined in, flutes, string instruments, and shakers, each adding their voice to the growing symphony. Dancers moved gracefully, their movements telling stories of planting, growth, and harvest. As the music swelled, Elorm introduced his unique beats, weaving them seamlessly into the traditional melodies. The fusion created an electrifying atmosphere, and the villagers couldn't help but join in, clapping, singing, and dancing with abandon. The festival continued late into the night, a whirlwind of music, dance, and joy. Stories were told around bonfires, children showcased their talents, and the bond among the villagers grew stronger. It was a night of celebration, but also reflection, a recognition of their journey through hardship to abundance. In the days following the festival, Tema experienced a period of unprecedented harmony and creativity. Inspired by Elorm's example, villagers began exploring new ways to blend tradition with innovation. Artisans crafted modern designs using age-old techniques. Musicians experimented with contemporary melodies infused with traditional rhythms, and storytellers wove current events into ancient tales. This fusion of old and new breathed fresh life into the village's cultural landscape, attracting visitors from afar who wished to witness Tema's unique renaissance. As the seasons passed, the rains continued to bless the land, ensuring bountiful harvests year after year. The fields remained lush and green, and the rivers flowed with crystal clear water. The villagers, their spirits high, returned to their daily routines with renewed vigor and optimism. Children attended to their studies, farmers tended to their crops, and the marketplace buzzed with activity. The hardships of the past were now stories told to remind everyone of their resilience and the power of embracing change. Tema's transformation became a testament to the strength of community and the beauty of harmonizing tradition with innovation. Elorm's drumming had not only summoned the rain, but had also awakened a spirit of unity and creativity that would guide the village for generations to come.